Look how cute my Christmas tree looks. Oh my god, I look really rough. Just a little side note, I look like I'm wearing my pyjamas and I look really slouchy in this video. And my background looks really pretty because it's all Christmassy, but I look kind of ridiculous. But I just really like this jumper because it says more self-love, which I think is a really important message. And it's from Urban Outfitters, if you want to go and get it. Okay, on with the video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another music favourites. I get very excited about filming these videos and I don't really know why, because they're not like my most popular videos on my channel, but I still want to do them because I think it's really important to talk about music and things that you love, and I love music. So like I said in my last video, I didn't get to film a November favourites, so I'm kind of rolling November and December into one big video. Well, I say big video, it's still only 10 songs. I haven't really been listening to a lot of new music. I've kind of just been loving the same music. Yeah, I've managed to compile a list of 10 songs that I really think you should go out and listen to because I've been loving them for the last 2 months. So if I keep looking down, it's because I've got the songs on my phone, and as always I will leave this playlist open to the public. It's called December Favourites, and it's on my Spotify. Type in Rachel Hatley on Spotify and you can follow me on there to look at all of my music. So the first song I wanted to talk about is by Title Fight. So the first song I wanted to talk about is by Title Fight, and it's Your Pain Is Mine Now. Now, I've said this in a couple of videos. A lot of these songs you may have known for ages already, and I'm just getting around to listening to them now, but I still want to talk about them. I don't want my videos to always be about brand new music and stuff like that, because I think it's nice that a lot of people still won't know who Title Fight is, and some people have known them since they started years ago, so it's still nice to talk about music even if it's not brand new. I have been loving this song, and it's interesting because when I first got into Title Fight, a lot of the songs I was listening to were quite like punk rocky and pop punkish, and then this song really is quite calm. It's almost a bit like Turnover, and Turnover are kind of similar. Their older stuff is a bit more pop punk, and then their newer stuff is a lot more calm and like almost Tame Impala-esque, but not quite. And Title Fight are quite similar, but I absolutely love this song, Your Pain Is Mine Now. I absolutely love it. It's so... I find it really relaxing to listen to. The melody is beautiful and the vocals are great. It wouldn't be a Rachel Hatley music favourites if I didn't bring up Boston Manor again, because they have just been the light in my life for like the last 3 months now. I've absolutely loved them. Their album has just become the anthem to the end of this year for me. And I wanted to talk about Stop Trying Be Nothing because I was really into all of Boston Manor's old stuff, and then their new album came out and I was loving it. And although the album is named after this song, I still never really got round to listening to this one until within the last month and a half, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this song. It is amazing. The lyrics are almost poetic. I absolutely love the lyrics and I find them very relatable, and I've said this before, I have to find songs quite relatable for me to want to listen to them over and over again. And the end of the song just really gets me going, and there's a lot of tempo changes in it and the melody is fantastic. If you haven't given Boston Manor a listen, I suggest you just go and listen to this song and you'll get a really good feel for everything they're about, because they're kind of one of those ones that can chop and change between different subgenres of rock as well, and I feel like this song gives you a really good overall generalisation of them. The next song I wanted to talk to you about is by a band called Wallflower. Now, I saw this band because when I went to see Boston Manor at the Boston Music Rooms in London, Wallflower were supporting them, and I'd listened to them before, but only because they were supporting Boston Manor, so I thought I'd give them a bit of a listen before I went to the gig. And I did really like them, but seeing them live just completely got me obsessed. I'd been listening to the songs over and over again, but they were kind of on in the background because I was only listening to them because I was going to be seeing them at the Boston Manor show. But since seeing them live, I've really got on the bandwagon with them, and the song Skin I think is just wonderful. I absolutely love it. They are a fantastic band. They're pretty small, or as far as I'm aware, they're pretty small. And not many people knew who they were at the Boston Manor show, but there obviously were a few people who knew a few of the songs. So give them a listen if you haven't already, because it's always so good to support those little bands, because that's how they become big bands, and they are just fantastic. I just love what they're doing. The next band I wanted to talk about is d.i.d. Now, a friend recommended this band to me, and again, I've become a little bit obsessed, as I normally do, and the song Two Devils, I think, is just fantastic. I'm sure I've heard it in an advert before. It really feels familiar to me, so I don't know if I've listened to it somewhere else, but I absolutely love it. It's such a fantastic song. It's a really upbeat, get-going song. It's a little bit indie, so if you like that kind of rock, then you might like this and like this band. It's a little bit indie. It's a little bit happier and not so depressing as most of my music is, and just an absolutely lovely song. The next band I've really been into the last month or two has been Crywank. Now, fantastic name, by the way, I absolutely love that. But also, I've only really been listening to them quite recently. There is a band that I've known about for quite some time, and I've seen them a lot on Tumblr, but just never got around to listening to, as with most of the bands. I have like a long list of bands I must listen to, and these were on that list, and I finally got around to listening to them, and they are so different to what I thought they were going to be like. I really thought they were going to be like Boston Manor, a little bit pop punk, but a little bit emo and a bit of a mix, but they're so different to what I thought they were going to be. They're very not like Speakeasy, but they like sing, I was going to say they sing words, what else would they sing, but like they talk sing, if that makes sense. And it's just completely different to what I thought, and the lyrics I love, and it's storytelling, and I just love it when people almost just sing thoughts rather than have a verse, then a hook, then a chorus, and a verse and a hook, then a chorus. I love it when they're just sort of saying what they think at the time, and they've literally just written out like gobbledygook from their brain and turned it into a song, because I think you get a lot more emotion and feeling from songs like that, and that's a lot of what Crywank do. And I absolutely love the song I Am Shit. It is so good. I think it's fantastic, and the end just makes me giggle. The next band is Can't Swim. Now, I know this band's been around for quite some time, and I know the lead singer's been in many other bands as well, so you probably have already heard of Can't Swim, if not the lead singer at some point. I saw them supporting Boston Manor and really got into them again, and like I said, I was listening to them a little bit before I went to see Boston Manor, but seeing them live is what really like got me into them, and I absolutely love the song Stranger. I think it's fantastic. Again, a little bit different to what I was expecting from them, but I can see why they were touring with Boston Manor, and they are really cool guys. Like, fantastic stage performance and stage presence. They were really good live. So if you ever get a chance to see them, I think they really only support other bands as far as I'm aware. But if you can see them, get tickets, because they are fantastic live. And same with Wallflower, actually, just going back to Wallflower quickly. They are fantastic on stage. The next song is Bullet for my Valentine's new song, Don't Need You. I have not heard a Bullet song, and I haven't listened to Bullet in quite some time. Used to be absolutely obsessed with them in my teenage years, and even recently, like, who doesn't love Bullet? But their new song Don't Need You came out a couple of weeks ago, and I've actually really been enjoying it, and it's a lot like their older stuff, and like the stuff that got me into them in the first place, so it's nice to hear stuff like that again. They've really gone back to their roots with this one, I feel, personally, and I absolutely love the route that they've gone down, going back to their old stuff, because a couple of their more recent albums weren't quite what I was looking for from Bullet, and they have such a unique style and a unique way of going about things, and I felt like it wasn't quite staying on track, but they've gone back with this song, and I really like it, so give it a listen if you haven't. The next one is another song by Joyce Manor. Now, this is different to Boston Manor. Joyce Manor is a band I've known about for a few months now, and I really love the song Leather Jacket. I've really gotten into that lately. Fantastic song, great lyrics again, a real storyteller one again, which I absolutely love. Kind of a bit like Crywank, as in they just kind of like sing what they think, and it doesn't always rhyme and stuff like that, but it just goes and it just works. I just love it when a song comes together like that, and it doesn't have to be so structured. It can just be talking about a story and stuff like that. So yeah, Leather Jacket's been a really good one. The next song I wanted to talk about is actually an acoustic cover of a Bring Me the Horizon song called Sleepwalking. I'm sure you all know it. Absolutely amazing song. The original, was obsessed with that when that album came out. It was absolutely fantastic, from Sempiternal. But this is by This Wild Life is the band, and they've done an acoustic cover of it. I don't know how long this cover's been out. I believe that it came out quite recently, but I could be wrong. Absolutely love the cover, and I always wanted Bring Me to do an acoustic cover of Sleepwalking, because don't get me wrong, the original is fantastic. I absolutely love that song, and it was a bit of an anthem for me at the time it came out as well. But it's one of those songs where you think, wow, this would be amazing acoustic, and I love that This Wild Life have done an acoustic version of it, and it's exactly how I wanted it to be. They've done it spot on, they've got it completely right, and they haven't lost like the meaning of the song at all, and if anything they've put even more emotion into it, being acoustic and stuff, and the way the guy sings it is just lovely, so give that a listen if you haven't. And the last song I wanted to talk to you about is by a band called These Minds, and the song is called Pour Out. I've known about These Minds for a little while, but again didn't really get around to listening to them, just got caught up in other stuff, but absolutely love the song Pour Out. There's another song I really like by them, but I can't remember what it's called now. And just a really good one to like have on in the background and stuff. They're a really great band, to be honest, and I just like having them on in the background while I'm getting ready, and this song just stood out to me. Like whenever this one comes on, I'm like, yes, such a tune. So it's really, really good. Okay guys, that was my November and December music favourites. I know it's super short, but like I said, I've kind of just been listening to the same ones from October plus these ones, and obviously a few others, but these were my 10 favourite. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already to see more videos from me. I mainly do fashions about music. I mainly do videos about music and fashion. So if you like those two things, then hopefully you'll like my videos. Check some previous ones out if you can, and I will see you in the next one. Merry Christmas! Bye guys!